Welcome, and sorry to say, but we're going to have to break up the regularly scheduled broadcast. Yes, I'm still going with this, to bring you something that I think prevalent to not just the Dauntless scene, but also the competitive scene in general. Any kind of competitive scene that really sees these kind of issues, I want to bring up, because as soon as one person says it, then many more people will have the opportunity to think about it in full and bring their own opinions, which I love. I want to see more people bring their opinions about such topics. Now, what is this topic? Well, if you've read the title, you already know. So there is a instance where recently I've seen someone on social media say about how people in the Dauntless community, the top fives, are gatekeeping. They're gatekeeping the positions. Now, I don't really see why someone being in a competitive aspect like this is gatekeeping. For one, how is gatekeeping a thing in a competitive nature when competition itself is gatekeeping? Say it with me now. Competition is gatekeeping. Competition is stopping someone from being above you by being better than them and reigning over them. This is the whole point of a competitive aspect. You want to be on top, so you keep going for the top, which is in itself gatekeeping. This is the whole point. So to say that, yeah, they're gatekeeping the top positions is really a null argument in itself, because yes, they are, because they can do so and they choose to do so. If they want to be at the top, then they can be at the top if they want to. This is the whole point of competition. I've seen people say that adding a competitive aspect is bad, but the problem is it's here. It's already here. So trials is already a thing in Dauntless. This is the competitive aspect. It's okay that it's here. You may not like it, but the fact that it's here is a null statement as well. It's here because it's here. So now that it is here, you have the option of being okay with it or not being okay with it. And either one is good. Either one is okay to do. You have every right to be angry, sad, happy, joyous. You can feel however you want about these kind of systems. But the problem is that it's here now, and already the people that were going to make a competitive thing about the game before competition were going to do that already. Even before there was whole things like trials, there were things like speedrunners, and these speedrunners, they could be in any position to say, well, I killed something in a faster time than you, so that means I'm better than you. And even between these speedrunners, they would have competitions between themselves to see who is the best. Even so, to a monetary standard, people will be getting monetary gain for this from YouTubers and each other alike. So either way, there was always going to be a competitive nature to any game you're playing. Just making it official means that you don't have an out when you say you don't want to be a part of it or that you don't like it. So if there wasn't an official trial system in Dauntless, you could already say stuff like, I've killed this thing in 3 minutes. You can only do it in 5. That means I'm better than you. Then someone could say, it doesn't matter because this game's not competitive. So that's your out. It's the simplest answer that you can say, right, I don't care, and neither should you. But now people have a reason to care, which is great. I love that people have a reason to be competitive and show the best side of themselves. It really does bring a community together and apart. It does. For better and for worse, for lesser, for poorer. It's just a good thing and a bad thing, just like any competitive system. But I see it as doing more good for bringing people together to try and do these kind of things. But the problem is now that everyone who would say like, well, it's not a competitive thing, so shut up, can't say this anymore, because now it's an official capacity. Now people are saying, my board officially says here that I've killed it in 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can't even get onto the boards. So people don't have an out when they say in conjunction to what's actually happening. If you're just trying to lord over times, that's a bad thing. I don't like that. You shouldn't try to lord over other people and just show your worth through this and try to push these ideals onto other people. But you shouldn't push these ideals onto other people in both directions. You shouldn't say that it's not a I don't care how competitive you are, I don't like this whole competitive thing, so it shouldn't be a thing. And you shouldn't also say that there is a competitive aspect, so you should be more competitive. Everyone should feel how they want to feel about this, but no one should lord over anyone in any opinion. Just now, you don't have an out if you want to say something like, well, it's not competitive, because now there is a competitive aspect. There's the argument as well I've seen that you've already got the title, you can't get any more just by staying up there. If you stay there week after week, you've still just got the title, you still just got that. But the problem is that just look at any Overwatch League player. Yeah, they've already got trophies, they've already got the big recognition, but the top team will still want to be the top team for all it gives them outside of that as well. Yeah, you could be officially ranked the #1 person in the world in Overwatch, but you've already recognized yourself as that as well. Everyone's recognized you as that, so you don't have to do that anymore. You've shown that. But staying up there means that you're getting everything that comes with that as well outside of the game. You're getting monetary gain from probably being in a competitive aspect and participating in that, just like the Overwatch League. And so I've seen in Dauntless where people are being paid to do speed runs and the competitive aspect in the game. I've seen Exploit on YouTube offering people thousands of dollars just for getting the fastest time in what is essentially a group select few of trials with each other, but the prize isn't anything like a title or a crown, it's money. And yeah, that's cool, it's still cool, but you're recognized for being a part of it when you're recognized for already doing good in the game, which is what you're already doing. If you're being there week after week, you're showing that, damn, like he's probably going to be a winner here, we should probably invite him to such a thing. But also you're getting recognition. Look at these people that are in the top 5 that are streamers even. Look at these people who are YouTubers. Derperific, he's got a YouTube channel, and no matter what, he'll get thousands of views on his videos. You think I get thousands of views? No one knows who the hell I am. So so yeah, I'm happy for him, he's getting a lot of views, but it helps immensely that you're recognized as well. You will have a success on YouTube for Dauntless if you are the top in Dauntless. You have a recognition in streaming for Dauntless if you are known as the best in Dauntless. There is a lot more that comes than just the title. It also comes with a lot of other stuff that comes outside the game as well. So no one should have to give that up just because you believe someone else should get a monetary title. Because if you're known as the best, then it comes with other things as well. People wanting to carry, you get all kinds of monetary gain, all kinds of fame from doing public events and whatnot, and public things like YouTube and Twitch. There's more than just the title. Something else I want to bring up is that if everyone is able to get the title, then what makes a title special? This is known for being as the top of the top. If you have this title, you're recognized being top of the top. But if everyone should have an opportunity to get this, and get it they will, then if everyone is special, then no one is special. You have to have a top reward for the best by being the best. But if you take away the aspect of it being the best, then that really just means that no one is best. It means that competition is taken away if everyone has the same. But which is the point of systems like Overwatch and Trials and Dauntless and whatnot, is they have a competitive aspect you're allowed to be in. And for you to try to change that to a community thing where everyone gets it, takes away from the whole intent. Now, this person in question did say that they want their friends to have this title, and they said that they believe they should get it, but because of gatekeepers and the people always in the top, they won't be able to get it. Get good. I'm sorry, I know it's simple, but get good. The whole point is that they're good at the game, so they play the video game and do good with it in the mode where they say get good. So if your friend wants to get the title, they should get good. And if they don't think that they're able to get up there, then that's too bad. They're losing at the competitive aspect that they want to get into. But nothing's stopping you from trying, nothing's stopping you from getting up there. Let's say you took away the top 5 players in the top 5 solo leaderboard so you can get that title because you were in top 6. Now you've got top 1, but because you're in top 1, it means that you're the best, so maybe you should go as well. And that means the next people get it over and over and over and over again, and you see the cycle going here, that it makes the title less special. There's already a problem with people being carried to Trials Champion in this game by streamers and alike, because now the gold crown, as everyone sees it, has less of a value. It means that it's not known exclusively as the mark of a good player, it's seen as something you were able to get, but how you got that isn't really shown. Maybe if there was something like a solo leaderboard way of showing it, maybe if there was a way of group leaderboards showing it, that would solve a few problems. Maybe that would. But that's the real issue, that already the crown is seen as a less special thing because people could get carried through it, when in actuality it should be seen as the thing that you should be getting with your own skill. If you haven't got the skill, then you shouldn't be able to get those rewards. Just because you believe that someone should get something doesn't mean that they should. Just because you believe that someone should get CEO in a company while they're working in mail doesn't mean that they should have CEO. Just because you believe that someone should have the world doesn't mean that they're going to get the world. And if they want to get the world, they have to do something to get the world. You can't go into space and be an astronaut without first putting yourself into training. You can't be an Overwatch League player without excessively sweating at the game just to be better. And as such, you can't be in top 5 without being a top 5 level player. And if you get rid of the fact that top 5 level players are in this game and they have this elusive thing that no one else has, then what's the point? What's the point of competition? What's the point in any competition? It doesn't matter if you saw the game before Trials as a better thing for competition, whereas yes, we've got like 500 orbs in 1 week and you got 300 orbs in 1 week, cool, but then that competition can apply the same logic, that, well, I believe this person should have got winner because they should have got so many more orbs, they should have got so many more of this, they should get this, they should get that. No matter what, people who want to make something competitive will make something competitive. The only way to solve this into a cut and divide where people can actually have this but not draw any bad attention is to have an official competitive aspect. And when you have that, people there can be there, people doing their own thing can be in their own thing, as is such and as is should be. But now you're drawing the argument that everyone should have everything. Your friend should have it because you say so. You should have it because you say so. Should I have it because I say so? No, because I want this game to have its competitive nature be competitive. Whether the Trials has put everyone with a bad mindset or a good mindset, if it's done more good than bad, done more bad than good, it doesn't matter at this stage because Trials is a thing. It's here. deal with it. Maybe there's going to be more competition in the future, who knows, but that's not for you to judge. What it is for you to try, and if you want to get better at this aspect, you should be able to do so, and you should be able to do so with your own credit. You should be able to do so with your own skill. You should be able to be proud in your achievements even if they aren't the best, and you should be able to be happy with what you're able to do even if you're not even getting up to the quota of what people would say is decent. It doesn't matter, as long as you're doing your best and improving. This is the best thing you can do. Be happy with your improvement. And trials is an outlet that makes you want to improve. This is a good thing. I like trials for this aspect. In this aspect alone, it makes people want to be better. Yeah, maybe for cosmetics, maybe for pride's sake, but it makes you want to be better. So trials is here to stay. The titles are here to stay. The leaderboard is here to stay. The only thing we can do is keep that as a sanctity and treat it with some respect that it needs, and it needs a little love right now. We need trials to be a sort of place where we can bring each other up. There's a lot of people comparing times and saying, I did really great. That's good. But we need more of bringing each other up. We're always give the, hey, you did great there, man. Hey, I'm really proud of you. But we really need a place where we can say, hey, it's okay if you haven't got a gold crown. It's okay if you haven't got the title. You're still good at what you're doing and you're getting better. And as long as you're getting better, and as long as you're keeping with it, and as long as you're enjoying it, as long as all of this is worth it, then I'm happy for you. We need more of this in the game. We need more of this. So I bring the question to you. Is gatekeeping really a big problem in any kind of competitive outlet? I want to know your thoughts. Give me all your thoughts. I want to know. So this has been an interruption to your broadcast. We'll see you next time on the Malfi channel.